Hi everyone, Josh here. I wanted to show you the success of this recent project that I have with a client, education. They do a kids subscription box that focuses on wildlife education, especially endangered species, and they donate half of their profits to conservation. So I'm really honored and humbled to be working with such a company that has such a mission. These are pretty rare that you find companies like this, especially ones that are very successful at what they do. But I want to show this project that was very interesting in the sense of just very simple change, high impact. So what I did is I just looked at the homepage as we see here and looked for, just using Design Eye, just trying to look for areas that could possibly be updated. Now, here's a big thing that I always say to my clients, or even colleagues I work with. Remember that we live in a mobile first world when it comes to direct to consumer, or B2C, like a business to consumer. So this is a direct to consumer company, meaning they just sell directly. They don't sell through, they don't buy and resell, but they're still in the B2C game regardless. And so what they do is, well, the opportunity here was that I saw that there's a lot of text, right? But you don't really quite notice that on desktop. It's not until you move in the sides here and start to see it be responsive to mobile that you start to see that, and try not to get too distracted with the one in the background, that is, there's a lot of text. And even more, the screen is brought in more on the phone, and you can see that it actually stacks up and pushes content down. You'll see this in the Figma file I'm about to bring up here. But I just wanted to show my initial thoughts as a designer, like what could be improved. And so what I did was I jumped into Figma, and I took a screenshot of what's in production or what's live right now for users. And I kind of quickly just came up with ideas like maybe we can try a more catchy tagline. The essence of the brand is focused on conservation. So I thought, let's try a different tagline, see how that works. Inspiring conservation through play, get in on the fun, far less text, and let the image do the talking. So we made the girl much larger, much more context revealed as to what their product offers. As you can see, it's something with a binder, like instantly signifies like education of sorts. And then the doodle is kind of nice, like trying to promote like what is the result that we're looking for these kids to become, right? So again, just letting the image do the talking. An image is worth 1,000 words. So try to cut words, especially on mobile, especially if this company has a social media strategy. It's very evident in their device breakdown. It's about 70 to 80% of users are mobile devices. So naturally, you want to focus on mobile first. All right, but I still gave love to desktop. And I took a screenshot of what was in desktop and saw that the girl was hidden behind a little blurry, again, too much text. And so I always encourage people to take a screenshot of what you see on a laptop, because that's a very common ratio, very common size. And people don't take into account that UI controls or the browser really push a lot of content down. It makes the whole viewport, as we call it, very short in height. So that's why I take a screenshot of what's live, then I compare it to what I can do. And so this was the more updated version, and went into the landing page builder without any code. Didn't have to work with a developer on this, and just started to reconstruct some of this. Okay, and then I did actually go into Photoshop a little bit, to be honest. I went out of Figma, went into Photoshop, and I actually worked on adding some elements with AI. So it was very interesting how it worked out. I believe at this point, I just worked from Photoshop and dropped in the right image straight into the landing page builder. You don't have to do everything in Figma. I try to, cut time whenever I can. But this is where it gets really exciting. All right. So that did launch. But a good designer knows the power of A/B testing, and you have to run a test on any change, because it's statistically out against your favor. So 2 out of 3 tests fail. 2 out of tests that run fail. Excuse me. So if you want to be successful in tests, you got to keep testing. Wouldn't you want to know if you're failing? I know I would. But we got lucky on this one. This one was a success. So let me show the A/B test results. So again, let me actually just go and quickly compare. But you can see the difference in the fix here, right? We got the slogan in the upper left, and we got the girl much more clear, centered on desktop. And But yeah, let's get that. Let's get those results here. So we ran a test. We use VWO, free plan. Very easy. Just got to put the track code in the website. Created a URL redirect test. So it just takes the user from the primary landing page, the index homepage. And then this one, we ran the variant as just a different URL and just made some changes in the landing page builder. And in almost just a week and a half, we had statistical significance. Now, even though they say the probability is 97.5, which usually after 95%, it's a great time to call the test. But with this kind of probability, I can call it much earlier. And I do like to check the stats on that. I use an A/B test guide. There's a free one. You can just Google it. And I plugged in manually the data that was on the test. I said that I want it one-sided. I want 95% probability to call it. And it said it's statistically significant. And this is where it's really great. 60.85% improvement on conversion rate and $1.49 per visitor just for making those changes above the fold before the user even scrolls. But we did change a lot of variables, so it's a little tough to tell exactly what was the main contributor. Perhaps it's the powerful statement, the new tagline. Perhaps it's the girl, her image much larger, helps them imagine more of, what they want their kids to become, right? Like, this is for kids who are like animal prodigies. Like, not just, just about every kid loves animals, but this is meant for kids who are really wanting to perhaps pursue an animal career, whether they want to be a vet or they want to work in a zoo as a zookeeper, be a zoologist or a conservationist out in the field saving species from going extinct. This is definitely that kind of brand that aligns with that. So hence the change to the different headline. So this is definitely one of those projects I'm really proud to be involved with, and it's nice to show to a client, not only was this successful, here's how successful it was. Let's do more of this. So this was a really, really fun project to work on. And thank you so much for watching, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.